We are the human business architects. Sabine?
Christopher?
Thomas, answer the question, how do we want to live? We don't ask the question, what will the future look like? We ask, how do we want to live? And we start with us, humans. And we end with us, humans.
What do you think about what you have been discussing here, the future generations? And this is such an important issue for us.
That's the purpose of life, future generations, and we have to take care that our world stays livable and lovable, and a big burden at the moment because it doesn't look very good, as you know, and that's why it's so important that we go to people and inspire them to think about it, think about future generations, think about what they love, what they care for, what they burn inside for, and live it. And I think the big difference between us and others is that we took already the time thinking about all this and thinking about what is important, what does it need to make the changes. Yeah, we live it and we want to share it, we want to inspire you to live it too. And it's not only because of the fun of it, it is because it makes life more worth living, and it makes companies ready for the future, and it makes companies more successful, it makes companies attractive for the high potentials of the millennium generation. And all this is so important. We cannot just continue the way we did in the past.
When you say that, I think about the Swedish 16-year-old Klima activist, Greta Thunberg, who's now representing hundreds of thousands of young people all over the world. And in a couple of years, they will be voters, and maybe in 5 or 10 years, they will have their masters, they will have the PhDs. And when they enter the business, then we're really talking about leading from an emerging future, and how can organizations prepare for this emerging future. And I think that's why we really have something to offer to organizations that prepare them exactly for this.
We're not talking about people saying, well, what does emerging future mean? It's like this. Right now we live in the 21st century. Most businesses, they still have a mindset of the 20th century, and they use tools of the 19th century. And there is no match. So when we live in the 21st century, this is where we have all the challenges. This is where we face the challenges, and these are the challenges we want to master. And talking about future generations, we involve the youth. We don't talk to the youth, to the younger generation. We work with the younger generation. This is not yet another differentiator. It's not like we only involve like old business managers. No, we see like when we're talking about future generations, we actually actively work with the youth and with the younger generations, with millennials.
And the interesting thing is that even if you are in these old hierarchical structures, you love joy, you love happiness, you want to live a happy life. But at the moment, with all the digitization, with the fear of artificial intelligence, all this, you might be scared, and you might have no solutions. What can you do? How can you live? How can you lead your company? And giving inspiration to you, giving some new kinds to think of, some new aspects. That's what we are doing, and we implement these thoughts and this spirit in your company, that it can grow, and you grow, and you can change your mind, and that makes a difference. It's not a classical consulting company. No, it's a co-creating company for new mindsets. We are the human business architects. Sabine?
Christopher?
Thomas?
Yeah.